Alright, this is Owen Bleepin' Jeep, and today we're going to be troubleshooting a blower motor so that we can have heat, because when it's 28 degrees outside, it's kind of cold, so let's get to it. Alright, so our heater isn't working and it's 28 degrees outside, so that's what we're trying to fix. Some troubleshooting that you may want to do would be, first of all, to check the fuse for the heater itself. If the fuse is blown, then that definitely means that that could be your problem and that you shorted it out at some point. If the fuse is not blown, you need to check the AC unit on the inside. So if your fuse is not blown, it means that there could be a problem with the heat in the fan, high and low speed, in the actual unit, and that may be what needs to be replaced. To check to see if your blower motor is working or not, you can just plug it into the battery with a positive and a negative. It's under this bottle and it's secured with 3 bolts. You don't have to remove the motor. You just need to find the harness, which is right here, and you can connect a positive and a negative to each end of the cable to test to see if your motor is working. In our case, that's what we're doing. The motor does work, but the AC control unit does not. So what we're going to do is hardwire it with a relay. All right, so we've disconnected the motor from the wiring harness in the Jeep. So we have 2 plugs, and since we're just going to be hardwiring it, we're just going to cut off the stock plug. Well, maybe stick wire. And we're going to reuse this and attach our relay circuit to this plug. Alright, so now we just need to solder the ground wire to the connector that plugs into the motor, and then put a either circle lead on the end or a spade lead so we can ground it to the chassis. Alright, so right now we just have the relay wired in. We have a blue wire going to the positive terminal. We have the ground on the connector grounded to the chassis, and the red wire is the power wire for the switch, and then we're going to be running 2 more wires. One is the ground, and then the other one is the trigger wire that comes from the switch in the cab. Alright, so after running the wire through the firewall, we just need to remove the dash panel, which is 2 Phillips head screws right here and here, and then the whole piece should just pop off. And we're going to be mounting our switch right here in the dash panel. We're just going to drill a hole, mount it in, and then run a positive wire to the positive lead, a ground wire since it's illuminated, and then the trigger wire, which will go back to the relay, which will activate our fan. On our switch right here in the dash, it cleared everything just right. We drilled a 1/2-inch hole, and then there's just a plastic nut on the back to secure it down. Alright, once you wire up the relay straight to the blower motor, you should be able to flip the switch and you should be getting air moving through your system. So now you can have heat even though the resistor control unit on your AC doesn't work. Alright, so that means we now have power and the blower motor's on full blast when you hit the switch from now on, which is alright when you're freezing cold and need heat. So when you need the heat, you just go ahead and flip the switch. Alright guys, this is how you hardwire your blower fan so that you guys can have heat in the wintertime. Alright guys, thanks for watching, and don't forget to check out bleepinjeep.com.
Yeah, give him the thumbs up, come on.